Let's solve an equation today. The cubed root of the square root of x plus 2 minus the cubed root of the square root of x minus 2 is equal to 2. So try it on your own, or you can just watch me solve it. Okay, let's clean this up a bit before we get started, and we'll let a equal the square root of x. Right, so what we're trying to do is find x, so we'll try to find a squared. Right, so our equation is the cubed root of a plus 2 minus the cubed root of a minus 2 is equal to 2. So let's cube both sides to get rid of some of the cubed roots. And I'll do it on this board. So when you cube both sides, you get a plus 2 minus 3 cubed root of a plus 2 squared a minus 2 plus 3 cubed root of a plus 2, a minus 2 squared, minus a minus 2 is equal to 8. Okay? And now let's cancel out whatever we could cancel out. So a minus a cancels, and 2 minus negative 2. That's 4, and let's bring it to the other side. And so we subtract over 4, so it's 8 minus 4, which is still 4. Okay, and now let's clean up what we have here. Notice we could factor out, let's factor out a 3, and we could factor out a cubed root of a plus 2 times a minus 2, which is a squared minus 4. Okay, so we factored this out, and what's left over is negative cubed root of a plus 2 plus the cubed root of a minus 2. And this is all equal to 4. Okay, and so now we could divide this over. And we have this equation. Negative cubed root of a plus 2 plus the cubed root of a minus 2 is equal to 4/3 over the cubed root of a minus 4. So what are we going to do now is we're going to cube both sides. Again, right, because we have these cubed roots still. So when we cube both sides, we get negative a plus 2 plus 3 the cubed root of a plus 2 squared a minus 2, right? This looks pretty familiar as the step before. Minus 3 cubed root of a plus 2 a minus 2 squared plus a minus 2 is equal to, is equal to this thing raised to the third power, which is 64 over 27 times a squared minus 4. Okay, and again, like before, let's cancel out whatever we can. Negative a plus a cancels. And then we have minus 2 minus 2. So that's going to be just minus 4, and we'll add it to the other side. So 4 plus all of that. And just as before, let's factor out a 3 cubed root of a squared minus 4. So 3 cubed root of a squared minus 4 times the cubed root of a minus 2, or sorry, a plus 2 minus the cubed root of a minus 2 is equal to this right-hand side. Okay, and so this equation looks very similar to this equation. Let's actually divide this out. And what's the difference between these two equations it's just off by a negative sign. So let's multiply by a negative, and then we'll just throw it out here. And now we have negative cubed root of a plus 2 plus the cubed root of a minus 2 is equal to both this and this. So they must be equal, right? This term here has to be equal to this term here. So that's our new equation. So let me clean this up, and then we'll solve that equation. All right, so here's the equation that we're left with trying to solve. Let's actually bring the negative to this side. And notice these two sides have the same denominator, so we could cancel them out, right? We'll just have to be careful. If we find that a is equal to 2 or negative 2, then we can't do that, but we'll check that at the end. Okay, so we have negative 4 is equal to this numerator over here. Let's subtract over the 4. And then we'll cross multiply and divide out by 8. Okay, so we have negative 27 a squared minus 4 is equal to 8. And now we want to solve for, right? We want to solve for a squared. So let's just solve for a squared here. So we're almost done. So dividing out by negative 27, we have a squared minus 4 is equal to negative 8 over 27. And then we could add over the 4. And we get a squared, which is equal to x, is equal to negative 8 27ths plus 108 27ths. So the final answer is 100 over 27. I know this was a little bit messy today, but hopefully you were able to follow along. And let me know in the comments if you're able to solve it. Well, thanks for watching. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.